ACC, Light Your Fire means
finding your purpose.
Sharing compelling stories.
Contributing to science.
Sustaining life.
Teaching dance.
Explorando cultura y lenguaje.
Changing lives.
It means combining flavors.
Engineering the future.
Striving for success.
It means finding your path.
significa que tú perteneces aquí.
And with my fire, I will light the way.
You started out at a place of trying to figure out what you were doing, right? And I think that that's where we all start in higher ed, if we're serious with ourselves about where we are.
It's easy for me to remember where I was and how much better I feel now. ACC and this course helped me actually realize what I want to do. I didn't know that I still had that passion in me to write, to study, to learn, and it's reignited that passion in a really, really raw way. My fellow students are partly to blame for my success as well. They were encouraging and they asked great questions when I felt a little bit lost. They were prodding, or they gave really helpful words of encouragement.
It's cool that even online, the class was able to have genuine connection. I think it's really remarkable what happens when you let students talk to each other about themselves, guided by really powerful thinkers who've sort of thought deeply about what it means to be human.
I remember when Veronica was a student and she was very determined. She had a lot of grit. She wanted to be a dental hygienist so badly, and she wanted to be the best. She had ambitions. We also had conversations about her teaching back when she was a student.
When I was in the program, I had a young family, and it was very difficult to maneuver and navigate my way between family, trying to work part-time, trying to go to school. Luckily, I had professors that cared, professors that really put in a lot of time to make sure that we succeeded. I always thought about what you said, come back and teach. Go get your experience, but come back to us and teach. And that just really resonated with me. Because of that, and because of your encouragement, I was able to achieve that. I'm really grateful that she paved this way for me. When I was in school, there were not a lot of people that looked like me. And I think this is true for a lot of healthcare categories or disciplines. I'm just glad that I can be the face. That someone who grew up like me, looks like me, know that they can do it too.
I kind of gave my power away for a while. I was a teen parent and was not expected. I was supposed to be a statistic, but I refused. When I gathered that power back, then it was never to let it go again, and that's what I want to do for my students. That fire was lit in me when I was in a dark place. So I bring a lot of my own experiences into how I teach and the environment that I try to create and that person to person, even if it's online. In essence, I'm giving back to students what I received that helped me from coming back from a really, really, really dark place. And no better way to do it than in the classroom.
I want to take more classes. I have things to learn. I'm young, you know, I want to expand my education. I feel like it would be kind of a disrespect not to take advantage of this right now to other people who don't have the same opportunities as me.
As an adult learner, it was very difficult to come back, and I was very intimidated that I was going to be around all these young pups that are right out of high school. But what I love about ACC is that wasn't the case. While you have your younger kids, there are people just like me. The professors that I've had have been incredible, very encouraging, like yourself. I don't think if I hadn't had such wonderful people teaching me and encouraging me to continue, I don't know if I would have, because it can be daunting and overwhelming when life takes a hold.
You know, you're here for a reason, and I'm here to get you to what that goal is that you have in life. And I try to do that with my passion for teaching.
I knew that ACC was going to help me start off my journey, but I had no idea it would take this path. I got to experience firsthand as a student how the college really places an emphasis and importance on purpose and belonging. We met because I took an internship position with your team at Faculty Communications and TLED. As a student, I was still trying to figure out what my purpose was, what I was gonna do after I graduated. I never felt like just an intern. I felt like an integral part of the team, and that was thanks to your leadership.
The 3 C's, collaboration, connection, and caring, almost define how you can feel a sense of belonging here at ACC. If you're in sync with your team and you're collaborating, if you're connecting with students and colleagues and faculty and staff, if you're actually feeling cared for as a part of this community, then you are feeling that sense of belonging. I felt that sense of a belonging on the first team I was in with faculty development, and so I certainly want to recreate that with every team I'm in.
I hope one day I can pass, that sense of belonging and purpose to someone else in the future.
I've always found that I find my purpose when I'm in the soil, getting my hands dirty, and actually speaking with the people that I'm working with. The connection that I get with the soil and the insects and the birds is really what brings me back to why we're here on this planet.
I think purpose is important for everyone, and a lot of people just go to school without a purpose and just wanting to get a degree and figure purpose out later. But ACC is great at letting people find that purpose before they pursue years and years of schoolwork, and they could do it for cheaper. Not only did I find an awesome program to execute, but the ACC helped me find a career that I can pursue later on in life, which makes me more passionate about my degree and going to ACC.
No importa tu background, no importa de dónde vienes, qué lenguaje hablas, aquí es un lugar multicultural, donde no importa, aquí conocemos personas de muchos lugares con diferentes historias, y es algo estupendo porque te ayuda a sacar lo mejor de ti, de experimentar cosas nuevas, de convivir, te ayuda a ser una mejor persona.
Es una celebración, que aquí las personas son únicas, cada camino educativo es único.
Todos somos únicos y hay algo en nosotros de que necesita ser descubierto. Todos tenemos una luz que necesitamos compartirlo y transmitirlo con los demás.
Here, light your fire means
I will find my purpose.
I will share my stories.
I will contribute to science. I will sustain life.
I will perform dance.
நான் பல மொழியும் கலாச்சாரமும் ஆராய்வேன்.
I will change many lives.
will share my flavors.
I will engineer a better future.
I will achieve my success.
I will find my path.
Significa que pertenezco aquí.
And with my fire, I too will light the way.
Light
Your
fire.
light your fire.
Light your fire.
Prende tu lumbre.
Light
Your fire.
Light your fire.
Light your
Fire.
Light your fire.
And remember, everyone,
Our fire starts with you.
light your fire.